even Apple was almost bankrupt company at one point before, Jobs did the turnaround. Amazon, almost a bankrupt company. Microsoft, got slammed with monopolistic practices, and they, forced them to sort of break up the company. You have companies that don't exist anymore, companies that are filing for bankruptcy left and right in the food industry. BurgerFi, I think, was the most recent one that I saw. So it's very difficult to have an environment where you can just put your money into a few stocks and just let it ride. The indexes are better because they are rebalancing their compositions, right? So I think a week ago, 3 companies, I forget what 2 of them were, but one was Etsy, got kicked out of the S&P 500, mostly for underperformance. And then, the companies get added to the S&P 500 because they are performing well. And so like the index investing for S&P 500, it works over a long period of time. Mm-hmm. The problem is there are massive drawdowns in various years. We had one in 2020, there was one in a little bit in 2018, sort of tail end, massive one, 50% drawdown in 2008 with the global financial crisis, 60% drawdown in 2000. You have to be able to withstand that kind of shock to the system, shock to your investment portfolio, in order to get past that. And very few people can tolerate that or don't need their money for that period of time. So if you don't need access to your money, fine, put your money into an index, make your 7 to 9% per year. You're going to have some bad years. If you don't look at your statement ever, you can wait 30 years. That's great. But if you start to look at it demographically, that's unlikely, right? Because you have older population. If something bad happens and you're 75 years old, you do not have 20 years of waiting for recovery. And if you're of a certain age, that's not a viable strategy, right? Likewise, if you're getting started in the market and you don't have a lot of money to put into it, making 7-8% a year is really not going to turn you into a millionaire or get to whatever your goal is. Yep. So you need strategies in addition to that are going to be able to generate more income. They're going to generate wealth faster,